Good day, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Push from Scrakenaders, and this is a veteran guide on sharpshooter weapons. First, we need to address the operational budget. It applies to all perks, not only sharpshooter. However, each perk has a different budget. The operational budget gets increased per specialist level. The level 30 player received drastically more dosh than the level 0 player. Always ensure to spend the entire budget, as the remainder get lost. It is not transferred to your wallet. For example, we start the game with 800 dosh left over and, as you see, have lost everything. Spend the entire budget on the starting primary weapon. Do not upgrade armor. The thing is, you will spawn with the white armor anyway, but the green ones grants only 5% better protection. It is definitely not worth the investment, especially given how tight KF3 economy is. Buy good guns first, only then upgrade your armor. I've built the start weapon for level 30 sharpshooter that utilizes every penny on the operational budget. For lower levels, reduce the attachment count to fit into the budget. You may not fully use the entire budget on every perk level. The rule of thumb is that it is acceptable to leave the remainder up to 130 dosh. Starting from 140, there are always options in the weapon loadout. If a primary weapon runs out of options, you may equip the speed loader on your pistol to spend extra 140 dosh. Selling a gun returns 80% of its initial cost. Hence, spending extra 140 dosh on the starting pistol makes the exchange to the medic pistol 1/12 cheaper and always affordable. It is worth mentioning that while attachments increase the weapon price, their upgrade levels don't. A purple attachment costs exactly the same as the white one, so you can upgrade attachments for free, that is, without affecting the in-game economy. When you are low on dosh or resources, it is better to equip a few blue or purple grade attachments rather than making a full white build. Before we go deep into sharpshooter weaponry, we have to mention the Tier 4 firebuck weapon, Vulcan, as it's currently the best sharpshooter weapon. You heard it right. The Firebuck's rocket launcher is the best weapon for sharpshooter due to the broken game balance. It's actually the best weapon for every perk in the game currently. I expect Vulcan to be nerfed in future updates, but meanwhile, let's quickly run through the best attachments for it. Supercharged plasma, plasma focuser, ultra-octane fuel tank and pneumatic plasma cooler. I've soloed all maps on Hello North without Vulcan, by using Marksman rifle and railgun. However, in public matches, you have no other choice but to use Vulcan, since everybody else will be spamming it and you will see nothing due to the visual noise. Either play solo or with reasonable friends, or join the Vulcan spam to win party. Finally, let's talk about the sharpshooter's armory. There are only two good sharpshooter rifles, the Tier 2 Marksman rifle and the Tier 4 railgun. The Tier 1 rifle, HR-10, shoots and reloads way too slow for its damage output. Or from the other side, it does too little damage given its slow fire rate and reload. The Tier 3 sniper rifle is not worth considering due to its limited ammunition. It has almost the same total ammo count as railgun, but does half the damage per shot. Given how tight the sharpshooter ammo pool is, you will be running out of sniper ammo even when using ammo bags. I have two Marksman rifle loadouts, the starting one to fully utilize the operational budget and the fully upgraded one that I'm buying before wave 2. Since you will use the starting loadout only in wave 1, don't bother upgrading it if you are limited in resources. You can put white attachments to utilize the operational budget. The only thing worth upgrading to the purple level is armor piercing rounds. The 18% damage bonus given at the purple level allows killing blows with 1 headshot and silencing 2. In contrast, the lower levels require 2 and 3 shots respectively. The attachments of the fully upgraded Marksman rifle are the following: armor piercing rounds, suppressor, enhanced foregrip, reflex sight, extended magazine and precision receiver. Always go for armor-piercing rounds in any gun that has them. Marksman rifles, sniper rifles and also assault rifles like Scar. Other rounds are good only on paper or in the codex, not in the actual game. You know, a Z cannot live without its head. At least live long enough. So decapitating Zeds is still a viable option and armor-piercing rounds are the best suited for this job. Laser sights got nerfed since the beta, so I recommend switching to the enhanced foregrip instead. It reduces recoil at the cost of slightly smaller accuracy bonus. If you want to equip laser sights for actual aiming, I have bad news for you. Laser sights are misaligned, or in other words, not zeroed. The bullets don't fly where the laser points, making the laser dot more distracting rather than useful. Damn it, I don't know how the devs could mess up something so basic. Always pick high capacity magazines over the lightweight ones, since the developers are bad at math and made lightweight mags worse in every aspect, even on paper. As for purple bonuses, I didn't bother to waste resources on gambling. There are 15 bonuses for each attachment, most of which are utter garbage. Like, each shot has a 1.5% to deal 150 damage. It means that, on average, every 67 shot deals extra 50% damage. 60-fucking-7th! You empty 2 magazines and then the third one bullet will do 210 damage instead of 140. It is not just bad math, it's a severe mental disability or something. I found no purple bonuses for the Marksman rifle that could improve the gameplay. All are either bad or meaningless. However, it's not the case with all weapons. Purple bonuses, when stacked, can make overpowered guns even more overpowered. For instance, my Vulcan deals 16% more damage in a 6-player game thanks to the team bonus stack. G33 can be upgraded to continuously shoot without reloading thanks to the deadly resupply bonus. I suggested removing RNG from purple bonuses, but I doubt it will be accepted, since 40% of the KF3 community are retarded and Reaper needs them to sell $15 sticker packs. Let's move to the railgun. Given how tight the economy in this game is, I made 2 railgun loadouts. A cheap one with just reactive alloy rounds for damage and penetration boost, and the fully upgraded one. Reactive alloy rounds are the best regardless of what Codex says. Actually, those are the same armor-piercing rounds, but named differently. I picked Mach Channel Accelerator and laser sights despite their misalignment to compensate for the reduced precision of reactive alloy rounds. Railgun shoots relatively slowly, so we don't need recoil reduction. Pick the sights based on your preference. Reflex sights allows slightly faster weapon switching, while red dot slightly improves accuracy and critical damage. AOS sights have too high zoom, making it harder to aim on small maps. The extended magazine is a no-brainer, same as the tungsten receiver that grants 25% extra damage. I haven't gambled for purple bonuses yet, but it might be worth in the case of railgun. Suppose you have a huge amount of resources and you don't mind wasting an hour of your life on clicking the craft and recycle buttons. In that case, you may gamble to get the squad strength and combat coordination stack that may grant you up to 20% damage in a 6-player team. But be aware that the entire process takes about 40 crafting attempts on average. One more thing before wrapping up this video. There is a bug in the game that doesn't save your starting loadout if you have joined mid-game, and there is no option to turn off mid-game matchmaking. You always start with your best Tier 1 loadout that fits into the operational budget. If you don't have one, the game gives you the basic Tier 1 gun. As a workaround, create an HR-10 loadout that matches the price of your starting Marksman rifle. Here's the loadout for level 30 Sharpshooter. Keep the white attachments. You will never use the gun. You will spawn with it during the trader time and immediately trade for your Marksman rifle or railgun. Oh, sorry, what I am talking about. Of course you will trade it for Vulcan. And that's all from me today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.